Yo, I use CapCut to edit. I'm just going to show what I usually do for the daily videos. So I usually have it around 4 minutes or 5 minutes here for the timeline. I set the audio to -5 just because I don't like the game audio. I usually use the hotkeys for splitting and deleting some of the parts that I don't like. I just go through, I try to remember what was good, what I want to show in the video. This is also a horrible game. I am on the Chinese server now. I see. Okay, I don't mind my bull doing that, but then my Edgar's just lost. This guy just, I don't know. I think he could have just maybe thrown the ball supered and gone over there to go faster. Maybe it's a tough one though, because the enemy's coming there, so I'm trying to cover him. Oh yeah, here I don't understand what my bull was doing here. I like that he was going in, but here I'm barely trying to reload. He moves out of there. Well, we could have maybe scored. It would have been a tough one, but look, he could have maybe scored if he would have stood up here, and I would have passed him the ball. He could have just kind of walked it in or shot it in. I don't know. So once I have highlights for the video, I usually highlight them both, and then I do scale. 378 scale is the best scale for phone ratio canvas. And then I usually do fade in and fade out for both of them. Then I change the canvas to 916, and then I go to my first clip. But then I usually do transform here, video transform, click the diamond. And what this does is it sets the video to a certain part of the screen. So I'll just play it, and then I move the video to kind of center my brawler here. But that's because that's what I want to show. So I move it to center it there. Also, you could go back here. I'll go back to this diamond, this node. And then if I click transform, that saves everything here, the scale and everything, so that I could do maybe another scale here. And then I'll just save all of them there, just so it's zoomed in to what's going on here. And then I just keep moving it. It still saves it, still saved on the, there's a word for this, keyframe. It's still on the keyframe. I just want the keyframe to be, I'll censor it on the pin guy, the guy that's pinning. And then I'll just leave it on the X here. And then maybe I'll center the X to be the center of the video maybe, because that's what I want to show. And then maybe I could go back here. I'll go back to this one because there's already a keyframe here. And then I would do split, just to split this one and split this one over here. I think that's a pretty good spot. Then I could just go to here, maybe go to speed, lower the, it's better to type it out. I just hate typing it out. And I could just lower the speed here, maybe go a little bit slower here, maybe at 30, so it's more visible what's going on, or like people can kind of it's lower so people can process more of what's going on. And then yeah, it just keep going there. This guy pinning, putting down the spray. But then for the multiple kills, usually when I start a new clip, I kind of see if there's a multiple kill here. So there is, so I copy this one, I paste it. I just kind of leave this one on the side for now, because that's going to be used later on. But here I might do like maybe keyframe here on the scale 378. Just kind of maybe I'll center it on my brawler. And then when the tick mines go here, maybe I'll do another keyframe here. But then I'll put the scale up and move the video focus to see where the maximum range of the tick mines are, to kind of showcase that. And then I'll move it a little bit slow as the video goes on. Also, I kind of try to not to, I try not to leave stuff that I want to show on the edges here, just because on Red Note, it kind of cuts out some of the video. I don't know if I should be using a different format for that. Here I could also, since that guy got taken out already, I could maybe keyframe here. And then on this next keyframe, go closer. To kind of just focus on the tick head. So I'll just follow the tick head here, since there's nothing else going on. And then I'll save a keyframe here, so that's where it ends. And then I'll shift over here. I'll let the video play sometimes. You could kind of just, if you want, just move the keyframe so it's instantly moved. It depends on you. I usually kind of just let it go. But then here, I would have the scale 378 just because it's better focus there. But for tick, it's hard to. It's not hard to edit it, but on the scale, your tick might go outside of the regular 9/16 scale or canvas. So yeah. Here I might just do this. Oh wait, this is the part where this dude does that. So maybe I'll just set the camera on him. Yeah, or them. And then I try to center it so this is what I want to be shown. What's between here and here. Kind of like imagine two imaginary lines going down here and here. So I would have it like that. And then I would leave it here just because of the spray. I'll put a keyframe here to save that. But then on this keyframe, I will scale it up to zoom in on the spray on what I want to show. I'll just leave it like that. Maybe I'll cut out a little bit here just because it's like too much. The spray's already out. So then I go back to this one, the copy of it. Because if you copy it and paste it after you already did the keyframes, then you have to delete the keyframes, and that's too much work. It's not a lot of work, but I mean, it could be quicker. So for here now, I would just go see the side of it to see where the kills start. And then here I could zoom in maybe on the timeline. Cut out here maybe, I guess. It does have the same audio, so I just cut out there the fade in, fade out. So here I would just kind of go through here. I'll see where the maximum of this transition is or whatever. Mask it, rectangle, and then I would cut it down. I already have like set numbers. You kind of want to have set numbers to what, if you're doing stuff over and over, you kind of want to have your own set numbers to what you like. I like 135 on this when I do this type of editing. And then maybe I would do like a 430, 435, depending on if it's zoomed out or not on the video, if there's space or if there's no space. So 435, then I would go to, on the transitions, I have it saved slide right because that's how it usually is. And then I would set it to 2. I would keep going here. And then here, it gets the kill on time for it to still continue. If not, I would have cut it out and then faded out and then left it there. Let me see if I get the other. No, I don't. So here, when it ends, I would just go to the end of it. Fade out. And then here I would, on the end of this, I would just cut out where this one, I would just cut out the middle of this, or the copy. I would just cut out the copy of this. So then you can right click it. I would right click it, extract audio, just delete that audio because you don't want double audio of that one. And then it's pretty much just that. And then here, you could also move this if you want. You could move that. with keyframes. Keyframes are amazing. So maybe instead of doing the top one, maybe I would do it here. And then I never really move the video, but you can. I just never really move it. I don't really see the point of moving it. So maybe because it does hit the dude there, I would do maybe like a keyframe here. And then move the keyframe here, and then maybe on the next frame I would have it move down, just so you can see that. And then I already have my presets. You on CapCut, it lets you have presets. I just have presets, and then I would just add that right after the kill. And yeah, here I have another preset. And then it would be pretty much what you want to. Oh, and there's also what I also do is I have downloaded the lobby background. So then I would probably remove the audio on that. Select all of these. Move them so that's there. And then I would make it so it's on the video. I go a little bit more. This is just extra. I think the stuff that I wanted to show was the keyframes, and that's like the most important part. I don't really know what you wanted to see in the editing, but yeah, this is how I edit it. Oh, I see there's nothing at the start there, so maybe I would do this for the background, because it starts off here, and then maybe I'll do it for it to go all the way to the end here. I would have to move this down again. I think it was 320, the first one. Was this one 320? Yeah, 320. So it just goes down there, and then it goes back to the middle. I could also just do it so it goes back to the middle. So here you could copy that keyframe and then paste it. I don't know if it's pasted tribute. I actually just do the Control V. So I paste it there, and then I move it to the middle there. So I guess I had a little bit off. But yeah. And then I would maybe edit it so that it's a little bit brighter. And that's pretty much it. And then I don't know, I just at the audio. I don't know what we had. I really like this song. I paused my own music. Then I look for like the best part of the music, even though I didn't think you could hear me because of the music. Oh, you could also not even hear the. Hold up. You could also. You guys could not hear the CapCut. My bad. You didn't really miss anything from the video. But yeah, here I add the music, and then I look for like the perfect spot. Maybe I'll go here. I like this song. And I would just go maybe like fade in one. I would probably just leave this. I'm not really gonna make this, but yeah, I mean, once I add the music, then for the cover, that's like usually for some social websites or whatever, that sets it as the cover. You can't put the cover yourself, but you can also save it. So that just depends on you. I usually make a different cover and then add it to it. But yeah, that's pretty much just how I edit the videos. This is the video.